What is up, everybody? Let's have a great show on a Wednesday night. We got a cool ambassador of barbecue. Before we get to that, let's start that 3-minute timer, Ty. Let's go.
I'm Cosmo, and you're watching the So Smokin' Gooder Show. So grab a drink, park your ass, and don't forget to smash that subscribe button and ring that bell so you don't miss a thing.
We need to get up.
Somebody go buy corn.
I'll go buy another fucking corn dog.
I'm Josh Hale, the corn dog. Hi, Josh Hale. On the
Hey, this is Josh Hale with Sure Shot Barbecue, and you're watching the So Smokin' Gooder Show, the Corn Dog King.
Hey, what's up, Gooder Gang? I'm Curtis McBlain.
And I'm Andrew Stewart.
And we're the Mullet Shakers from Atkins, Texas.
And you're watching the So Smokin' Gooder Show.
All right, what is up, Gooder Gang? You know what time it is. It's a little after 8 o'clock on a Wednesday, December the 13th. Crazy. Already December 13th, halfway through the month and towards the end of the year. Shout out to Cosmo, my man Darian Cosmo, for that intro. We had the Corn Dog King, Mr. Josh Hale from Sure Shot Barbecue, and we had Drew and Curtis from the Mullet Shakers. Let me tell you, y'all guys know about the shorty shorts that we've been wearing for about a year now. Those guys have taken it to another level. Let me tell you, those were some short-ass shorts, Mullet Shakers. What is up to the Gooder Gang? We'll give y'all proper shout-outs here in just a moment. But if you're new here, welcome to the show. But put a comment in there so we can highlight. We can say your name. You can be officially part of the Gooder Gang. We love to give some shout outs. Well, again, you guys know what time it is. You're watching the So Smokin Gooder Show along with my producer Ty. We'll bring him on here in just a minute. My name is Robert Roach. I'm your show host. I'm coming to you from the Bullhorn Worldwide headquarters. Yes, I said worldwide. We are going again worldwide with our guest tonight. I'm sure hopefully he's got some people that are watching from all over the globe. But if you're wherever you're watching from, put them in the comments. I'd love to hear where you guys are checking us out from. And sometimes we get people from all over the globe. So tonight we're going to have Mr. William Tischina. He is also known to me as Smokin Willy T. This guy's been in the barbecue scene for a long time. He's hit all kinds of different aspects of barbecue, from competition barbecue to restaurant barbecue. He's been a big volunteer. He's done a lot. We're gonna get him on. It's about time. It's been a long time coming that we've got Smokin Willy T on the show. So we'll have him on here in probably about 10 minutes or so. Monterrey, Mexico. There he is, Luis Rivas checking in. I appreciate you, man. What else we got here? Yeah, do us a favor if you're watching, and you're watching. A lot of you guys, we got 40K in already. Just getting started. If you want to please help us out by sharing the show, we'd love to reach more people, and then you can help us out. Be a good gooder ganger by helping us out and sharing this. I see a lot of you guys are on Facebook. A lot of you guys are on YouTube, and a couple of you guys are on Twitch. I appreciate that. Before we get going, I want to bring my producer Ty in here to say hello and get a proper welcome to the show. What is up, Ty? How are you, my man?
What's going on, Rob? How you doing?
Good. How's the podcast coming along? For those that don't know, we got the Triple Threat Vet podcast. Triple Vet Threat pod. What is it? Triple? Say it again. Say it right.
Triple Threat Vet podcast.
I said it right the first time.
Yeah, absolutely.
There we go. And how's that going, brother?
It's been going good. We've steadily been growing the audience, and it gets better every week, and I'm getting my equipment together and making it work. So
what's one fun subject y'all have talked about already? Y'all do a lot of fun stuff as well.
Well, I mean, the funnest thing we do is like when Scott Blake, Scott Royalty, DJ Royalty puts him in the hot seat and starts asking some of the questions are funny. Some of them are, a preference, like a favorite pop star or something like that. But then that's my favorite part of the show, is just the segments that we're working out to be able to interact with the veterans that we bring on, funny during the interview, keep it light. Then we get into some things that they really want to talk about, whether it's a cause or, something going on with them. And then at the end, we kind of talk sports and a little bit to lighten up the mood. And we always keep in touch with all our guests. It's just a big network. We call it the Triple Threat Vets Platoon. So.
I love that. All right. So you got the Gooder Gang and the Platoon. How can they hear it? They can see it on Facebook and YouTube. And
yeah, it's across all social media at Triple Threat Vets Podcast.
Awesome, man. Well, I don't know if you saw around the weekend, man, there was a lot of big, huge events all across Texas. Here in Pearland, they had 40 teams out there in Pearland. Angleton had 100 teams out there, all the way in Uvalde with 100 and almost 170. I think the final number was 168 or something like that. And just all over the state, man, a lot of big contests. One down in the Valley, I think, had 30 plus teams. So a lot of barbecuing to get in towards the end of the show. Of course, we just ended the points chase time. We talked about all of that last week. And our guest, shout out to Kevin Hernandez for being our guest last weekend, the overall points champion. But man, I got to tell you, Uncle Vic's barbecue last weekend in Chupacabra, or 2 weekends ago in Chupacabra, there were, I don't remember the 40 plus team count, but it was a pretty stacked field. They GC'd. Our man Phil Breeden RGC'd. Down in Briscoe, or in Uvalde at the Briscoe Ranch Cook-Off at the Crossroads, the same two GC'd and RGC'd in the same order. So Uncle Vic is busted out of the gates quick. He's the leader in the clubhouse for sure. Phil Breeden right behind them. But man, we'll get over that in the Bull Printing Wraps and Graphics wrap-up recap. But man, that's pretty cool.
Before you go any further,
yes,
props on your t-shirt game. I triple dog dare you.
We had a ugly sweater Dale today at the office, and hot cocoa. Apparently, it's National Hot Cocoa Day. So, yeah, shout out to Tadano, who I work for, to pay the 9 to 5 bill. We had a deal. Appreciate that. Yeah, Triple Dog there. Yeah,
All right.
you know what that's from. Well, cool,
Oh,
Ty.
absolutely.
Well, thanks for checking in.
All right.
There's Ty. We'll get him a little later in the show. But let's give some shout outs to the Gooder Gang checking in again. If you guys let me know where you're watching from, we'd like to hear that. Daddy Dutch checking in from Iowa. I know that. First in, Christian Contreras. What is up? What's up, Gooder Gang? Let's go. Larry Vaughn from South Jersey. Josh Criddle. I think I met Josh this past weekend. What's up, Josh? Checking in on YouTube. Corby Simpkins doing well with his Cockadoodle Q injection. We got Albert Valdez. What's up, buddy? How are you? ZZ Top fan, always checking in from YouTube. Jared McCrory, Barefoot. Brandon Perriman. Hello, sir. Chuck and Vanessa checking in. Mikey Ramirez. What is up? Roy is checking in. Johnny Maggs. I think you were under the weather. I hope you're feeling better. Robert Leal. Got to see him. Blake Carroll, what is up? How are you? Luis Rivas checking in from Monterrey. There's Mikey again. Serge checking in. I believe he's in Midland. Sean Strader. Ashley's checking in. She's in Laredo, I believe. Eric Arnold. We got Albert, Mario, Luis again. Armando, what is up, buddy? Carl Davis. Congratulations, Carl. Had a big second place finish in brisket out there in that Uvalde. Let's see here. Sal again. So Smokin Gooder Show. Yes, sir. Justine, how are you? Got to see her. Firewalker Cookers. There's the team right there. Let's see who else we got. John Brotherton. Wow. We got some barbecue royalty in the house. What's up, John Brotherton? How are you? From Pflugerville. Checking in. Corby Simpkins again. Ector's checking in. Michael Sistrunk. Mark Juarez. What's up, man? How are you? Brian Fox. Just start the show by letting Louie know we won't be eating his box. No, I think we did some Louie boxes last weekend. Speaking of boxes, guys, if you want to send them in, send them to my personal messenger, and we'll try and get them on a little later. Gilbert, what's up? Sean Trainer, my man, what is going on? Let's see who else we got here. I think we got everybody checking in, unless Miss Robert Diker, how are you? Kevin Hernandez, just mentioned your name, my man. What's up? Who else we got here? John Rodriguez, Cynthia Aguilar, Big D's Pizza, Fremont, Ohio. All right, very cool. I think that's about it. Cesar Rodriguez, Lady Blue Barbecue checking in. All right, I think they were out in Uvalde as well. Speaking of that was the Briscoe Ranch Cook-Off at the Crossroads. Phenomenal event. You guys hear we talk about this for 3 years running on the show. They've been sponsoring the show. But, man, I tell everybody to get out there because of everything they offer, man. The check-in was smooth. Everything is on concrete. They have some grass spots because they grew so much. There's 167 teams out there. There was a Friday night dinner. Wade had a great dinner presentation for everybody, and we celebrated Brenda Waters' birthday out there. But a real highlight was Clarence Joseph caught him totally by surprise. You guys know Alicia and Clarence Joseph from Mama and Papa Joe's Barbecue. They were awarded the grand champion trophy of the Briscoe Ranch Cook-Off. It's essentially like a Hall of Fame award. They did Don Mason last year, and then this year they inducted Clarence with Mama and Papa Joe's. So that was cool to be a part of. And then, of course, the contest is well run. Everything, you know, big line when you go in to turn in that many teams. There's a big line at the end. So there was a couple that missed the turn-ins, but for the most part, everybody played nice, had a good week, good turn-ins, and the national anthem. Oh my God, there was a 10-year-old girl, I believe, that sang the national anthem. She blew everybody away. It was amazing. Yeah, if you have any highlights of there, put them in there. Well, we will mention that as well. Corby says it's a first timer there. Absolutely amazing event. Thank you, Wade. Yeah, so the Cattle Women's crew help out, and they do a great job in the judging room assisting the CBA team that did well with Brenda and Yachty, Diane, EJ. They had a pretty rock star staff behind there. And then, of course, Wade and his team do a phenomenal job. So nothing but great things to say about the Briscoe Ranch Cook-Off at the Crossroads. I was able to snag a couple of those coveted wooden slabs trophies. I had a 7th rib and a 15th brisket chicken coming off that big first place perfect score last year. No, I thought we did a great job on the chicken, but the judges said 115th place. Yeah, that killed me. So 61st overall for me out at the Briscoe Ranch Cook-Off at the Crossroads. Yeah, Mark raged at the Briscoe Ranch. It was awesome. It was awesome. She sang great. Yeah, 10 years old, and she did an amazing job. I tell you what, I was blown away when she got up there, and small little girl, obviously 10 years old, and big voice, filled that whole room. It was amazing. Okay, Texas Angels had a great one. I know we'll go over all of the cook-offs in the Briscoe Ranch. I mean, in the bull printing wraps and graphics wrap-up recap. But I think that is all of my order of business before my man Ty plays the sponsor spot, and then right after the sponsor spot, we'll get on with our guest, Mr. William Tischina, Smokin Willy T. So go ahead, Ty, with that sponsor spot, and we'll get started. Shout out to the supportive and outstanding sponsors: Rectag, Smokin Magic, Cosmos Q Products, K&R Pipeline Services, Race Crew Drum Smokers, Barbecue 321 Podcast, Texas Oil Dust, LC Barbecue, Pinkerton Texas Pit Barbecue, Briscoe Ranch Cook-Off at the Crossroads, War Pig Barbecue, Texas Chrome Heroes Foundation, Chicken Fried Barbecue Grind, Navy SEAL Danny Dietz Memorial Classic, Bull Printing Wraps and Graphics, Texas Original Charcoal Products, Got Your Six Culture, We Branded Promotions, and the Barbecue Store in Hempstead. Thank you for supporting the So Smokin Gooder Show. Absolutely, and all of those barbecue products like the rubs, like for example, chicken fried LC, the Texas Original Charcoal. I sold Texas Oil Dust. Man, a lot of those were out there on the parking lot getting used and walking. There's Greg. He checked in. It was his first time cooking out there. It was an amazing cook-off. He was able to snag an 8th place rib. Man, any call out there. What's up, Big D's? Appreciate that. Love my shirt. Thank you very much. Anytime you get a walk out there in that field, that many teams, it's an accomplishment. So if you were lucky enough to hear your song played and you're able to walk that stage, congratulations. You weren't. I mean, it's just one of them things. Stick at it. You'll hit it. Your day is next weekend. All right, that was the Briscoe Ranch Cook-Off at the Crossroads recap from my Team Bullhorns perspective. If you guys want to put how you did in the comments, we will definitely. If you got to walk out there or anywhere this weekend, put them in there, and we'll see. We'll try and highlight them. Albert with a 10th, 12th place rib. All right, my man. There you go. Ty will throw them up there, and I'll read them. But all right, let's get our guest on. Like I mentioned earlier, this guy touches all parts of the barbecue world. We're talking about William Tischina with Smokin Willy T in the house. How are you, my man? Like I said earlier, it's a long time coming. Welcome to the show.
Man, thanks for the invite,
brother. Good to have you on. How are you doing tonight, man?
Doing good, man. Thanks for having me on, man.
Absolutely, yes. Oh my gosh, I have the shout out. It's on my list here, Samantha. I'm going to do that right now while it's up there. Samantha reminded me, but it was coming down here. But shout out to Ray Barker. If you have not watched the holiday Master Junior Chef, what's it called? Master Chef Junior. That's what it is. Home for the Holidays special. It was aired on Sunday and Monday. It's a 2-part deal. Earmuffs, because I'm about to do a spoiler alert, but earmuffs. But our own hometown girl down in Texas, Ray Barker. Her family is Wade and Sarah, her parents. She competed in that contest amongst with other kids. I think there were probably 16. They got whittled down to the top 3. She was in the final top 3, and she cooked a fried venison with can't remember everything she cooked, but I tell you what, she did an amazing job, obviously, because she came out on top. She won. So congratulations to Ray Barker. She won the Master Chef Junior Home for the Holidays deal. So you can find that on Fox. Go to your Fox channels, you're on demand, and watch it because it was really cool. All the kids did an amazing job. They can cook, man. They can cook. I mean, I could not have done what those kids did out there. So shout out to all the contestants on that show. And I have reached out to the parents to get Ray on, and I have to go through her agent. So she now has an agent, but I will be reaching out to the agent of Ray to get her on the show. We'd like to get her on the show, and I believe we'll get maybe Carly from Give 'em Hell Barbecue to interview her, because I think that'd be kind of cool to have a kid host interviewing a kid from a pretty big award. So anyway, shout out to the Barker family and Ray specifically. Amazing job. All right. Did you watch that, William?
Oh, no. I haven't seen it yet, but just to mention, man, these kids barbecuing. I had the chance to judge at the high school world championship competition, and man, some of the stuff that these kids are doing, I mean, it's phenomenal. I mean, they do just as good as as we do, and the love that they have for what they do and what they put into the boxes, man. It's so great, dude.
Yeah, there's some congratulations over there. They're amazing, those kids, and what they do. They even have those mystery boxes, and it's just, those things to me are like the hardest things. I couldn't, that would make me think too hard about what I was going to do. All right, so I see some results coming through, and we'll highlight those here in just a moment. All right, William. So like I mentioned, you go by Smokin Willy T on the deal. How'd you get that? How'd you get that nickname? Was that something you called yourself back in the day, or did someone?
Oh, no. For you? Actually, man, dude, I've been in the barbecue, in the world for about 25 years, man. I started off on a little barbecue high school team that I was on, called the Sausage Slingers. And we did all these. It was more of just a party kind of team, way to get 3 days off of work and just party. I mean, we would get so wasted. We didn't even turn in boxes half the time because we were so drunk and hungover, And one of my buddies, he was like, man, he just blurted out Smokin Willy T, and man, that name stuck ever since, So
you've had it for a while.
Yeah, it's been for a while.
Awesome. Well, let's talk about your barbecue journey. You started out with that team. About what time was that? You said 25 years ago. Yeah. Let's go through that pretty quickly, and then we'll catch up to what you've been doing here in the last 4 or 5 years. Because since you and I got to meet each other, we will talk about that. That was at a big event as well. So kind of talk about your journey, and then we'll catch up to whenever I got the chance to meet you.
Yeah. So, man, I like I said, I started 25 years ago on a team, and it was just a party team, and we just competed to get drunk, really. We didn't do a lot of our turn-ins. We always missing, and then it just got to the point where I was basically in retail at that point. That was my full-time job. I was a manager for Walmart, a manager for Petco, and I ain't gonna lie, man, my life was miserable. I mean, working in retail, you're there all the time, and I just kept on pursuing the barbecue thing. I just loved. I wanted to learn everything I could about smoky meat and the cuts and stuff like that. So I just kept on doing it. And a friend of mine was like, man, you should do it for a living. You do good, So I just kept on, and I went through a couple of teams throughout my career. And one of the main guys that took me under his wing, and I give so much credit to, is Robert Smith with First Class Barbecue. Yeah. I was on the team with Pits and Spits when he was working at Pits and Spits, and when we started there, we were not winning a lot, because he was up and coming, he was learning the whole thing, and he asked me, he's like, what do you want to learn how to do? And I was like, man, I want to learn how to do brisket. And he's like, are you sure? You don't want to do chicken or ribs? I said, no, I want brisket. He's like, all right. So he showed me how to do brisket, and we went through through a lot of competitions, and we were just like every weekend out somewhere in Texas doing a competition. Eventually, you know, we parted ways, and I started cooking with Victor and George with Pitmaker.
Yeah.
And you know, those guys right there took my barbecue to another level. You know, I learned how to, you know, infuse flavors and stuff like that. And you know, we actually had the opportunity to go to Memphis in May. We were the first team from Texas to go to Memphis in May, and we did second overall out there. We got beat by Myron Mixon. So, but it was so cool because, you know, everybody wanted us to beat Myron Mixon, that it was like everybody jumped in like a NASCAR team and they wanted us to win, you know, so they were giving us pointers and tips and stuff like that. Just so, but you know, the experience was so great. I think that's, you know, I'm fast tracking here.
Sure.
At you in 2017 at the Super Bowl. When it came to Houston, and we were out there tailgating back there in that back lot. And I remember you were like, we were taking our big group photo. Remember in the front of the
yeah, I remember.
And you were coming up to everybody saying, "Man, I'm going to start this podcast. You know, we're going to do this. We're going to invite y'all on the podcast." And 6 years later, I'm finally on the podcast.
6 years later, you make it on there. But yeah, I do remember that. That was cool. That we were cooking. There were only like 15 teams that were allowed. They were invited to go and cook for the Super Bowl, and we cooked for the Zach Brown band concert. All of us did, and then we had a conversation in a competition in between all that. That was a lot of fun, man. I got to meet Team Pitmaker. Really, I already knew them because I had my sniper at that point, but y'all were out there. Team Traeger was out there, so I kind of met Clarence Joseph, who I mentioned earlier, met him, and then BBQ was out there with them. I can't remember who. Fong was out there.
Fong, yeah.
It was quite a few.
It was a great event. We snuck into the Super Bowl, you know, George and Victor and us, you know, we were like, man, let's see if we could get in the Super Bowl. And sure enough, we got to see the last quarter of the Super Bowl because there was a guy that was watching the door and he was talking to some girl. And I was like, this is our chance. And we snuck in there, so we got to see it.
That's pretty. I remember y'all posted. I was like, how the hell did they get into the Super Bowl? We left and we watched the rest of it at home. But no, that was cool. So yeah, so that was 2017 when I got a chance to meet you. But since then, you've really taken off as well and done some. We're fast tracking, like I said. We'll go up to COVID or whatnot. But well, when did Hurricane Harvey come through? That was 17-ish.
Yeah,
as well.
You know, when Hurricane Harvey came through, you know, I was going through a real difficult point in my life, man. I mean, I tell people, and I'm not afraid to say it, you know, I was a raging alcoholic, you know, I was doing drugs really bad. And, you know, I was just at a bad point in my life that, you know, Hurricane Harvey hit, and, you know, I got water in my house, and Stan Hayes had sent me a message saying, hey, you know, we're coming into Houston. And I met the guys at Memphis in May, you know. So
Stan Hayes is the president of Operation Barbecue Relief.
And I met those guys there, Memphis in May, and they were so friendly and they were so welcoming and everything. So when Harvey hit, he contacted me. He's like, hey, I'm going to be in Houston. You know, you think you can help out? And man, I was there, you know. So for the 2 weeks that we, you know, deployed for the Houston flood, you know, it like changed my life. You know, it like opened my heart, and, you know, I could see what the power of barbecue did for people that lost everything, you know, because I was out there making deliveries to these hard hit areas. And, you know, at that point, I was like, you know what, I am going to change my life and help others. And that's what I've been doing, man, ever since I stopped drinking. It's been what, long time since I picked a drink.
Yeah.
You know, just recently I stopped smoking cigarettes. You know, I breathe smoke every day, man. Breathe smoke every day through those pits at work. And I was like, dude, I got to cut this out. So I stopped smoking. And, you know, barbecue has been a journey, dude. And I tell everybody, man, it saved my life. And I love to give back any way I can.
What a testimony, bro. That's that is awesome. And you do give back, man. You give, like I mentioned, that Hurricane Harvey, you were deployed, and man, that was quite a few days. Obviously knows what everybody knows here in this area of Texas, what that did to this area in Houston over here. Real quick, what's up, Wade? We just mentioned your beautiful daughter and her big time success, and I did say I have to contact her agent, and I will. I'll go through the agent, and maybe we can get Ray on here to talk about that big win. But congratulations, that was awesome to see for the Barker family over at the Master Chef Junior deal. But man, yeah, so barbecue had saved your life, and you decided or you're committed to giving back, and you're definitely doing that. I see you doing a bunch of benefits. I've seen you doing more deployments with Operation Barbecue Relief. I see you doing some international stuff as well. Let's talk about some of that and how you got hooked up with some of these teams that are international, like Luis is in the comments. I saw him earlier.
Yeah. Well, I got hooked up with all those guys through the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo. For our service to Houston, they actually gave us a spot at the rodeo for Operation Barbecue Relief, and in 2019 we were the grand champions of the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo. 2020 we were the reserve grand champions. And
who was all on that team?
Yeah, that was Joey Smith, Mark Lambert, Scott Guy. The first year was Joey Machado was with us.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
did not know that.
Yeah, Joey Machado was with us, and the Dunns, they were with us.
Oh yeah,
too.
Johnny and Patty Dunn.
Yes, so they put together a good core team, and it paid off. Well, the first year was 2018, and we did third overall, and then 2019 was first, and then 2020 was second, and then in 2022, right after COVID, I was asked to join Team Mexico because that was the year that Mexico was in 2020 Mexico was invited back to the rodeo, and I met Luis Rivas, and in 2022 we hit third overall, the first international team to hit top 10 at the rodeo in who knows how long. So through Luis Rivas, I've been able to travel a lot with him, and we've been everywhere. Everywhere, man. Monterrey, Puebla. We were just in Costa Rica a couple weeks ago. We do judging at in Reynosa for S-Mart and in Juarez, and the things that I've been able to do with them. We did the Grill Masters in Monterrey, and which is the largest barbecue competition in South America, and we did third overall out there with Rivas.
So is it KCBS? Is it a KCBS contest? Because I know that they go down there, and like Costa Rica has
the
KCBS
Grill Masters is actually, they have their own certified judging.
Okay.
Luis Rivas Monterrey Barbecue Fest is KCBS certified. So yeah, they have KCBS come down there and do the judging for that.
Sean Trainer comments he was out there during Hurricane Harvey while y'all were out there deployed. Well, thanks for what you did. I spent 2 weeks at NRG managing EMS. A lot of great guys, fed a ton of people.
We did 380,000 meals in 2 weeks.
Wow. Corby says Willy T stock just went up with that resume. Cue the bidding, man. Yeah, if you're out there looking for teams, you've experienced them. So, all of those events down, they look great. You've posted some great videos. Eddie had a great video where he was just recently. Where was it, Eddie? Recently?
Brazil.
He was in Brazil, yeah. And so you've been to Costa Rica, you've been to Sweden too, right?
Yes. So I got the opportunity to go to Sweden. I met Morgan with Team Sweden at the San Antonio Rodeo.
Yep.
And they did a WBQA competition out there in Sweden, which is a world championship. It's actually it consists of all the nations. It's so weird because the WBQA is represented by Africa and Europe and South America and all these nations, and the United States doesn't have a team that represents the WBQA. And I've been thinking about, hey, what do I have to do to join in this organization so I can get a team together so we can compete, because they're looking for people like us to go out there and do these events.
Well, do it, man. Get it together, man, and get yourself a team and go out there and rep America. You know, you've experienced it. You're probably the only one that is experienced one of those events out there.
Yeah,
How different are they from what we do down here and what
they are very different, bro. Because everywhere you go has different flavor profiles. You know,
Pete says he's down.
Go, man. Yeah, they have different flavor profiles. So, you know, you got to go out there just like Eddie said, you know, you got to go down there and you have to try to figure out what these people like, you know.
Yeah.
In Sweden, they like a lot of salt. When I did the pork out there, and, you know, I turned it in just like I would do it here in the States. And, you know, they were like, no, it's not salty enough. I'm like, what are you talking about? They're like, it needs more salt. I'm like, no, it's perfect. And they're like, no, it needs more salt. So, you know, I added more salt to it, and I ended up doing fourth in pork out there. It's just adapting to the flavors and the profiles that they have is the most difficult task. And then doing a WBQA competition, you don't have you know, we have the privilege of picking our own meats. You know, we can go and get Wagyu this, or, you know, some Duroc ribs. Sure. Or, over there, they provide the meats. So you get whatever they give you. So you can get a bad brisket or a bad cut of ribs. You got to make that thing look good, and you got to make it taste good in order for it to even have a chance. So you have to use everything you know how to do to make that meat that they give you, you know, perfect.
Yeah, you're not what you're used to cooking, obviously.
Exactly.
Right there.
The same thing goes with the pits. You know, some of these competitions, they let you borrow pits, so you're borrowing pits that you're not used to cooking on. So you have to learn how to adapt and learn how to you know, manage the fires and all that stuff on whatever they give you. I had that problem in Costa Rica,
Sean.
Yeah. I had that problem in Costa Rica. This at the last minute, they told us we could not use pellet cookers, and I cooked on a hotel pan. I turned a hotel pan into a pit so I can cook salmon in it. So yeah, it's very difficult.
Fairgrounds for everyone. Everyone has the same starting point. Yeah, that's pretty cool. What grade of briskets were you working with? Do you have?
Oh man, these are choice. It's a horrible cuts of meat they gave us, man.
Well, so you're used to working with really good cuts of meat, because you not only did you do a lot of this BBQ Comp stuff that we're just talking about, but you're also, like I mentioned, you've touched a lot of different areas in barbecue, a lot of scenes in barbecue. You've done festivals, you've done you know, charity work, you've done all these contests internationally, you've done the Houston Livestock Show, you've done a lot of these contests. But you're also in the restaurant scene right here in Houston. Yes. You worked at some of the top end restaurants, barbecue restaurants here.
Yes, I started off my barbecue career at Pinkerton's, one of your sponsors. I was at Pinkerton's when he grand opened the place, and he had a very long line, man. And I was just there to eat, and you know, he was like swamped. So I asked him, give me a sec. So I asked him if he needed some help, and he was like, "Are you sure?" He's like, my guy just quit, and you know, if you don't mind. I said, no, whatever you need. So I helped him that whole day, and at the end of the shift, he's like, "Hey man, you want a job?" And he hired me on the spot.
Hell, well, you had a hell of an interview.
So yeah,
working for him a grand opening. What was that experience? What was that experience like working for Pinkerton?
Great, dude. I mean, I learned so much. You know, you learn so much from these guys everywhere you go, because everybody cooks different. You know, working with Grant was awesome. You know, I learned a lot. I learned how to trim briskets, and you know, we would keep a lot of our scraps because we use it for different things. I didn't learn how to use more of the scrap until I started working for
Aaron's in the house.
What's up?
What's up, bitches? That's his he said,
I started working for Tin Roof Barbecue.
Tin Roof, yes.
Breck Weber and Weber's out there. Yep. And working with them, I learned how to do sausage and how to do burger, and you know, nothing went to waste. Nothing goes to waste in the barbecue, in the, you know,
restaurant scene. Yeah.
So we were using everything that we were trimming, and then eventually I'm working for Laurel Houston in the Heights, and that is Aaron Franklin and Tyson Cole's place, and I'm the pit master there.
Nice. So you run an Aaron Franklin brisket, or is it different over there?
No, we we run an Aaron Franklin brisket, so it's exactly how he would run it at his restaurant. No secret to it. Salt and pepper is all he uses, and butcher paper on it.
Yep.
And that's it.
Don't be telling secrets. Unless I'll mute you, and you can me and Ty would be the only one to hear it. Sean Trainer says sounds like Grant, possibly on your Mount Rushmore. We'll see. We'll see about that. We'll get to Willie T's Mount Rushmore. Ron rolling in late. Hashtag brown water. While I saw some of these, Serge, there he is, Elias. What up, Willie T? Hope to see you again in Seguin. But I did ask for you guys if you were at the Briscoe Ranch cook-off at the Crossroads, what'd y'all do? Kevin Hernandez checking in with a 6 pork, 12th brisket, 4th overall. Solid. Robert Liao, Hitman Barbecue, 9th place brisket, 10th overall. Very solid. I like this one, Cesar. 24th overall with 0 calls, 0 top 15 calls, and he's still in 24th. That's solid day, brother. JJ Daly with a 7th place pork. Albert, 12th rib. Mario, let's see here. Mike Reyes and myself were fortunate to walk with a 3rd place steak. All right. Heck yeah. Josh Criddle, 10th pork. Carl, I mentioned it earlier. 2nd brisket, 7th overall. Amazing. And then Brandon with Texas Made Smokers, 13th pork, 4th place brisket. Pretty solid, guys. Let me make sure I got those taken off. No, but man, those are solid. The solid calls out there for sure. Everybody did a great job out there. Okay, so what's the difference? Give us a big difference between competition barbecue, what we're turning in on a Saturday in a parking lot versus what you're doing every day in a restaurant.
Well, the difference between the competition and the restaurant barbecue is, of course, in competition, we have to put
steak. Larry, go ahead.
Yeah, in competition, we have to put as much flavor in that one bite as we can. So there's no way that anybody can eat a whole brisket, at a restaurant without running to the restroom after a couple hours.
Right.
That's the difference, man. I mean, we're trying to pack everything in one bite, so we're injecting as much flavor as we can into that brisket or whatever, the ribs or chicken. Right. And in restaurant, it's not. We just salt and pepper most on everything, and just throwing it in the pit, man, and producing a good quality, consistent brisket, ribs, chicken, or whatever we're doing.
How long y'all smoking a brisket?
We're doing briskets. We're doing briskets for 12 hours.
12 hours. What temperature y'all cooking?
We do them at 250. So we're cooking on Oilers. So we have rotisserie cookers, restaurant grade. So before they close the restaurant tonight, they'll drop the brisket, throw some wood in it, and then by the time I get there at 5 o'clock in the morning, they're ready to wrap.
Oh, that's great. So you get there at 5 in the morning, and
yes, 5 in the morning.
Are those the ones for that day or the next day?
Yeah, we do them for the day. We don't at Tin Roof and at Pinkerton's, we would do a brisket, we would cook for the next day, but here we do them fresh every day. So dropping them at night and then having them ready for the morning. By 10 o'clock, they're ready to go.
Aaron says restaurant barbecue is skilled barbecue with no additions.
Yeah, you can say that. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no fillers. No
fillers at all. Yeah, no fillers.
Let's see here. A couple more. Larry Zimmerman with a first steak. Congratulations. That was a huge call. JRZ barbecue, 15 chicken. First time getting a call. Hey, that's a big time. Big time. Sergio Coyote Cookers, 4th chicken, 30th overall. And I like this answer right here from my boy Corby Simpkins. He's like, we had beers, 43rd overall. We had beers. Hey, you beat me. I was 61st 1st or whatever it was over there. Where is this restaurant's location?
We are on. We're in the Heights in Houston. We're off of Shepherd and 11th Street.
Awesome. Shepherd and 11th.
Mm-hmm.
The Heights, that's not too far from where I'm at. I'm gonna have to go check you guys.
Well, y'all need to come out. I invited you and your other co-host to come out and have lunch sometime.
All right. Well, we'd love to do that. Let's see. What do I have here? I got a question. What has barbecue meant to your life? But you mentioned it, man. It saved your life, right?
Yeah, dude. Barbecue is man. I live barbecue now. You know, I have like you said, I have the joy of being able to compete and then being able to do in the restaurant. One of the big guys that I look up to in the barbecue restaurant world is John Brotherton. He's on here right now.
Yep.
John has taught me a lot of how to do different things. He's invited me to Texas A&M to camp barbecue and brisket camp, and we go out there and teach people how to do barbecue. We go out there for a whole weekend, and these guys pay to go to this class, and we show them how we do it, and it's great experience.
So I've noticed because I follow some of you restaurant guys as well. Y'all are like the comp guys. We're all out there trying to beat each other on a Saturday, but we're all friends and friendly and all that. It seems like that's the same kind of way in the restaurant scene, because a lot of you guys are vying for top spots, like in that Texas Monthly. That Texas Monthly feels like it's a huge deal for a barbecue restaurant here in Texas. So shout out to Daniel Vaughn and everybody that does that. But man, it seems like that's your make or break, and what he puts in a magazine can make or break you out there. So you guys are doing the same thing. You guys are trying to divide for those top spots, right? And then but y'all are all friendly and whatnot. I see you guys doing meetups and whatnot, and it seems like a lot of fun.
It is, man. We travel. It's a brotherhood, man. Barbecue is a brotherhood. We're all together for each other. We help each other out in any way we can, just like in competition. They have our backs, and it's awesome, dude. And like you said, they're trying to bid for that Texas Monthly top 50 spot. It's a make and break. You hit on the top 50, and your life has changed. Because it's just like Godey's. Godey's is number 1 right now in Texas until the new list comes out. And they went from doing 14 briskets a day to, once they hit the list and became number 1, now they're doing like almost 70-80 briskets a day.
Wow.
So
that'll make a break you right there.
Yeah, Franklin and Austin is doing like 150 briskets a day. When we were at Tin Roof, we were doing 40-45 briskets a day. So it's like it's a make or break kind of thing, man. It'll change your life, change your business. I'll tell you that.
Do you want to rank? Because I know you travel as well, and you have your own rankings. Willy T, you want to give us your top 5 in the state?
My personal top 5. Everybody asks, because I see people go on Google and they're like, "What's the best barbecue in Texas?" It's whatever you think is the best barbecue in Texas. You ask 30 people, they're gonna give you 30 different answers.
That's true.
So for me, my top, what you say, 5 or top 10?
Let's go 10.
Okay, top 10. Of course, it would
start
be
with number 10.
With number 10, I would have to go with, my personal opinion, I would go with Truth Barbecue here in Houston, top 10.
These better be all badasses, because Truth is pretty badass.
Like I said, you get 10 different.
That's right. This is true. This
is my personal choices. So I would 9. I would go with let me see. I would go with Tejas, number 8, in spring.
Yeah.
I would go number 7. I would put, Blood Brothers.
All right.
Blood Brothers in Bel Air. Number 6 would be trying to think outside of Hayes County Barbecue in San Marcos.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Then I would go number 5. I'd put 2M in there in San Antonio. I put Killins in there, number 4. I love Killins. Ronnie is a real good friend of mine. He does good ribs, beef ribs. Number 4, I'd go with
Number three.
I'm sorry.
Yep.
Would be Snow's
Okay.
Barbecue.
Yep.
And then number 2 definitely would be Brotherton's. John Brotherton has a good menu. And then my number 1 choice, which I personally think is going to be number 1 when Texas Monthly puts out their next list, is going to be Ernest Cervantes at Burnt Bean.
All right. I thought if you didn't mention that one, there was going to be some what going on around here.
Oh no, Burnt Bean, man, they're up there.
All right, there's the top 10 according to Smokin Willy T of some Texas barbecue joints that you're able to go check out. Let's see, Burnt Bean, we know it's Seguin. Brotherton's is where?
Pflugerville.
Truth is in Houston. Pinkerton's is in San Antonio and Houston. Tejas is down in Spring or Tomball area in Houston area.
Mm-hmm.
Blood Brothers, also Houston. Hayes County, that's in where's that?
San Marcos.
2 M's in San Antonio. Killins is down in Pearland area, and Snows is in its own town. Which town is that in?
Snows is Lexington.
I think you're right. Yeah. Lexington. Yeah. Where's that at? Is that near Austin? That's near Austin. It's John Brotherton right there. You got a number 2 spot in the top 10. I need to go check out Brotherton's, and if I go through Pflugerville, definitely been to Burnt Bean. Ernest has been on this show. That is amazing. Truth, they were my number 1 in the Houston area. Pinkerton's is awesome. I love Pinkerton's. They got the best beef ribs. And then so I haven't really tried 2M Smokehouse. I've tried. That's awesome. I've yet to go to Killins, believe it or not, or Snows. I need to go check them out, even though.
Go to the one in Pearland. Definitely go to the one in Pearland.
Go to the one in Pearland. Okay. Yeah. I will do that. Thanks for that list. That's pretty cool. If you guys want that list, there it is right there. And he's tried them all over. Those aren't the only 10 you've been to.
No, we've been to a lot of them, man. I mean,
you could do your own little according to Smokin. Let me know when you come, Rob. I'll meet you 5 minutes away. All right. Well, you talking about Brotherton's? Love to do, Brotherton's. All right.
Brotherton's been to every the top 50. He's been to the top 50 barbecue spots in Texas.
Oh, he's done the whole gauntlet.
Yeah. When the list comes out, he'll go out and do the whole list.
Have you been to the number 1? They got ranked number 1?
Yeah, Godey's. We've been to Godey's. We waited 2 hours in line for that.
Okay.
When they first hit.
Well, like you mentioned, man, you get a push like that, and you get some growing pains, I'd imagine. So maybe that's 3 times John has done the list.
Yeah, the top 50.
Damn, John gets around with that barbecue. No, that's pretty solid, man. And like I mentioned, you have a unique perspective on what we're doing out here in a parking lot and what you and John are doing. And Aaron has his own restaurant out there. I think Aaron made his restaurant made like the newest restaurant.
Yeah, the newest restaurant.
Yeah, and like I guess is that a 4-year list though?
The new restaurants.
No.
It's a 4-year list on Texas Monthly. So the next one will come out. Should be coming out next year.
Oh, has it already been a couple years now?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's a big deal, man. And it seems like they need to maybe 2 years, every 4 years. I don't know. And 4 years, I guess, is enough to. He needs to get around. I'm sure that's a tough job. I mean, come on, who are we kidding? He's going and eating barbecue. How tough is that? He walks in, I'm sure he gets catered to like none other. And we're talking about Daniel Vaughn from Texas Monthly Magazine. They're the ones that do those top 50s. All right. Before we get on to the last part of the show, which is the Rate My Box, I've got a few that came in. If you guys want to put a submission for Rate My Box, man, it looks like a lot of people are down near Brotherton's. We can do a. We're not cooking for 2 months as far as Bullhorn's concerned, but maybe we'll put together a little trip over to Brotherton's since he's watching the show as well. The top 25 new list or new teams is 2 years after the top 50. Okay, yeah, so that's got to be coming out next year, like you mentioned. So we'll definitely maybe plan a trip over to Brotherton's and check it out. Always love to see Mark rage. Yes. Mark rage. All right, yeah. So we're gonna do the Rate My Box. If you want to have a submission, get it into me on Messenger, and we'll do the Rate My Box right after we come back in the second part of the show. We're gonna do the Bull Printing Wraps and Graphics wrap-up recap. We'll have the upcoming events segment, which is gonna go super fast because there's only one, and then party at Brotherton's. All right, there we go. Let's do it, and then we will come back with Willie. We'll talk about his Mount Rushmore, which should be interesting since there's only 4 names on there, and he's been influenced, like y'all mentioned, by a lot of these restaurant icons and some barbecue legends that in our sport out there. So I'm excited to hear your Mount Rushmore, and we'll give you 4 that go on the mountain. 2 you can put in the gift shop at the bottom of the mountain, Willie. They're the ones that almost are on there. They're in the gift shop, and then we'll talk about your barbecue homie, who that might be. All right, check it out. Check it out. I don't know what you're talking about. I will check it out. All right, we're gonna drop you down. Ty's gonna play a little music up here. You can take a break, go do whatever you need to do, and we'll bring you back up here in about 5 minutes or so. All right.
All right, buddy.
All right, man. Good job so far, my man. You enjoying this? Drop you down. Or Ty will drop you down, and I will pull up the. We'll do the upcoming event segment because, like I mentioned, there's only one. Shout out to the Briscoe Ranch Cook-Off at the Crossroads, December 8th and 9th. We just had it. 2023. I'm not sure the dates for next year. Probably the same weekend. We could probably jump ahead, but it's going to be in that same first weekend in December. All right, there's nothing in the Champions Barbecue Alliance. There's nothing in Outlaw. There is nothing. Pew, 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 pew. There. I forgot about that. Love that. Nothing in Outlaw. There's nothing in Lone Star, and there's nothing in KCBS. There's only one event. It's in the IBCA, Mijos first annual barbecue Christmas cook-off. That is in Houston, in H-Town. So you can get over in the IBCA and sign up for that one. If you just really want to cook, there you go right there. That's the one to go to. Hopefully they get a bunch of teams out there and for his first annual. I believe that's Charlie's event. But get out there. If you want to cook, go check out the IBCA website, sign up, and get out there to Mijo's first annual barbecue Christmas cook-off. All right, that is it. That's it for the Uvalde Briscoe Ranch cook-off at the Crossroads upcoming event segment. But we have stuff to talk about in the Bull Printing Wraps and Graphics wrap-up recap. Champions Barbecue Alliance. Noche de Paz, the grand champion, Andy Reyes, Fat Cat Barbecue. RGC was Chuck and Oki Salinas, America Sally. That's who was the RGC. Texas Angels in Angleton, the grand champion. Ty, you got some videos pulled up. Mr. Robert Smith from First Class Bar. It's the what?
So Smokin Gooder Show.
It is the So Smokin Gooder Show. All right. Are you ready? Yep. You can handle this? Here we go. 3.
I'm First Class Barbecue Robert Smith, and you're watching the So Smoker Gooder Show.
You said it wrong, dummy. Do it again.
So Smokin Gooder Show.
One more time.
So Smokin Gooder Show.
There's Wade. He is watching. He's already got the date. So it is not the first weekend. It's going to be December 13th and 14th of 2024. You heard it here first. The Briscoe Ranch Cook-Off at the Crossroads, December 13th and 14th of 2024. All right, there we go. Okay, and speaking of, in the RGC was Alonzo Cantu from Gulf Coast Smoke. This guy had a great first year. Congratulations, Alonzo. All right, Briscoe Ranch Cook-Off at the Crossroads, 167 teams. These two back to back. How about Victor Garcia with Uncle Vic's Barbecue was grand champion. Congratulations. And the RGC, y'all know it. Y'all seen this clip. Play the clip, Mr. Phil Breeden, LC Barbecue.
I'm Phil Breeden, owner and founder of LC Barbecue. And you're watching the So Smokin Willy Show.
That's big time, man. Both Vic and Phil going back to back at the Chupacabra Throwdown, which is in the first weekend of December. Thank you, Wade, for clearing that up. And following that up with the Briscoe Ranch Cook-Off at the Crossroads. Congratulations. Over in the IBCA, we had Pearland Area Dads Club Jingle Bell Cook-Off. I've cooked this before. It's a good one out there. The grand champion is Ed Foster, Nine Finger Q, and the RGC, Randall Kendrick from Hideaway Ranch Cookers. That is over in the IBC. Nothing in Lone Star and nothing in Outlaw. Oh, I'm waiting for it. Case. Pew, 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 pew. There. You got me spoiled now, Ty. I'm going to be waiting for that one all the time. That's a good one as well. All right, so that is the Bull Printing Wraps and Graphics Wrap-Up recap and the Briscoe Ranch Cook-Off at the Crossroads upcoming events segment. Since Wade is here, I'm not sure if you heard us, Wade, earlier, but you did a phenomenal job out there. The entire weekend, your crew was top-notch, and you were a heck of a MC. I enjoyed that as well. You always do a good job with that. So let me remove these right here, and we'll bring Smokin Willy T back on the show. All right. Did you go take care of some business? You good? You ready to go?
Yep. Ready to go, man.
All right. So as you know, you do watch this show quite a bit. You know about our Mount Rushmore segment. Shout out to Jared McCrory from Barefoot Cookers. He said one time, yes, awesome job, Wade. Give Wade his props. He did an amazing job. He said at one time, hey, it'd be nice if you could ask these guys who their influences are, right? Maybe like a Mount Rushmore type thing. So shout out to them. And we have, I think Ty created something. I don't know if he wants to show that up there yet, but we're going to go into the Mount Rushmore for Smokin Willy T. These are 4 people. Like I said, 4 of your top 4, and then you can put 2 in the gift shop for down there, and then we're going to do your barbecue homie. But these are people that maybe have inspired you, have helped you along the way, just people that you want to put on your barbecue journey, your mountain. Who are the 4 faces that are going to be etched in stone up there at the top of that mountain?
Well, for me, man, I've met so many great people in barbecue, competition-wise and restaurant business-wise. I mean, there's so many people I wish I could put on there. But, my 4 people that I would have to choose, of course, number 1 would be Robert Smith for, showing me everything that I needed to know competition-wise when we first started. Joey Smith and Mark Lambert, my OBR teammates.
Nice.
Great guys, man. Especially for everything Joey does for Texas Chrome Foundation and helping other people. And Mark Lambert, of course, he's just a wealth of knowledge. My 4th one would have to be Jaime Garcia, just for the simple fact that, there's been times where I needed somebody to talk to, and he's always been there, and he's always, willing to help out and the whole no secrets. My 2 ones that have to be on the bottom, and not bottom, or my what you call them?
They're in the gift shop. They're in the gift shop.
There you go, the gift shop. They're not. Would have to be Russell Regal with Regal's Barbecue, and of course John Brotherton. Man, that's my brother from another mother. They would be in the gift shop. My barbecue homie.
Wait. Let's see. All right, so we've got. No after show, Aaron. We've got Robert Smith. You said Jaime Garcia, Joey Smith, and Mark Lambert. Those are your top 4. Those go on the mountain. They are etched in stone. And in the gift shop, we got John Brotherton and who was the other person? Russell Regal. All right, there we go. All right, let's see here. That's a solid list, man. That is a solid list. I am getting some rate my boxes now in, so we will do some of them. here in just a minute. But okay, now your barbecue homie. This is somebody that you just want to be around. You sit up next to, you hang out with, you talk to all the time. Is this the barbecue homie list right here? I like these right here. We got Adam and Michelle. We got is that Butter, Aaron. There's Phil. There's Kevin. There's Bill and Ty and me over there in the corner. All right, these are your barbecue homies, man. All right. Said gift shop, not the thrift shop. Yeah, gift shop, brother. Gift shop.
Okay, barbecue homie, man. I'm gonna tell you a story about this barbecue homie.
All right.
Snores like a motherfucker whenever we room. We were at a competition. No, we were at brisket camp, and man, he was snoring so bad I couldn't go to sleep. So I turned up the TV, so I can, muffle out the snoring. He woke up and was like, "Hey man, turn the TV off. It's too loud." I picked up all my stuff and went to my car and slept. But Luis Rivas has to be my barbecue homie, man.
There it is, Luis Rivas. What's the team name?
Reeves Smoking Grill.
Reeves Smoking Grill. All right, that's awesome. What's up, Trent? I'm late. What is up, fools? What's up, fools? Yeah, so that's a great list, man, and that's a lot of people that inspired you. You got a couple restaurant tours in there, and you got a lot. I'm surprised they were the top 4 were the comp cooks that we all know and love. I mean, that's where that's where you dipped your foot in the water there and got started. So that makes sense. That definitely makes some sense. All right, you ready to do some of these rate my boxes with us?
Let's do it.
All right, I think I've got enough boxes. Ty, I'm about to upload them right now. That way, he's like, "Where are they? They're not there yet, but they just came in." So
I am a certified judge. You know that, right?
That's right. It's on my notes. You are also a certified judge. So, like I mentioned, man, you touch all things in barbecue, man. It's you definitely are probably one of the most rounded guests that we've had on the show as far as knowledge of different styles of barbecue and different, areas, different industries in the barbecue world. Okay. We'll get some music on here. This is what the Gooder Gang likes to do. Gooder Gang, do your thing. Be critical, but be fair. We're trying to help everybody out of here. First one is always from now on, Spock on a cock. That's the first one. I love this guy. But all right, here we go right here. It looks like we've got a brisket box. I'll put this up there for a few more seconds. And we'll pull that down. Gooder Gang, do your thing with that box right there. We got a 10, first one in right there. Curtis McBlain. And that's it. I don't know where the Gooder Gang is. There we go. Here they come. 10, 10, 8, 9. 10, 10, 9, 9, 9. Can't give it a 999. We're just doing appearance. What's up, Ed Foster? Just said your name. Congratulations, my man. He gives it a 10. Rhett is in the house with a 9. ZZ Top Fan 9. All right, what'd you think of that box?
I'd give it a 10.
You give it a 10.
Yes.
All right. I say it deserves a 10 as well. The next box is a chicken box. We got there. We got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 wings and 6 thighs. All right, Gooder Gang, do your thing on that chicken box. Some will give. Let's go. Here we go. I can't tell where those are from. Okay, we got 10, 10, 10, 9, 9, 9, 10, 9. Aaron gives it a 10. Mikey a 10. Louis Gonzalez. That was not Louis' box, I don't believe. 9, 9, 10. Okay, for the most part, this is one that I thought I might see right here. Rhett, 8. Too much going on. Yeah, some people don't like all of that, but man, what do you think, Mr. Willy T?
Here's my assessment of that. Okay, you got wing and then you got a thigh. If a judge gets a wing and he doesn't like that wing, he's going to give that wing a lower score than somebody that picks up a thigh and gets a good bite and gives that a high score. So putting in 2 different kinds of meats on that box, I'd have to give it an 8.
Give it an 8, but you're just looking at straight appearance.
I know, but it's just like I said, if I pick up one of those wings and it just doesn't taste right,
But you don't know what it tastes like. You don't know what it tastes like on the appearance yet. Though.
Okay, I'll give it a 9.
Okay, you give it a 9. All right. Yeah. You don't like having choices.
No, well, that's the thing, because you could get that one judge that gets that wing and just it's awful. Opposed to somebody that gets a thigh and gives it a good high score.
Need more boobs. All right, there we go. All right, let's pull that down. I think everybody, for the most part, gave that a high mark of a 10. Let's pull it down. All right, who was the last comment? That was looks only. Okay, Aaron. The next box we have up here is going to be this one right here. We got a rib box coming on right now. Looks like we got 8 vertical ribs. Eddie Madrano, we're just talking about you, my man. All right, first ones are rolling in. Sergio Elias with an 8. Trent, 8. Curtis, a 9. Corby, 8. Dale. All right, 8. 9, 9, 9, 8, 8. Okay, no one's giving this a 10, which is the highest score over here. There was Ed Foster said dark. All right, Willie, what you think, brother?
I give them an 8 because they look dry. They look like leathery, so they look like they're a bit dry.
Okay. Yeah, if I were gonna be critiquing on this, it looks a little dark. Maybe in the sunlight, or in a room, it's probably not as dark. It does. I can see the tops. It kind of looks like it might peel apart, like dry. So it does kind of give that appearance to me as well. So all right, there you go. Whoever's box that was, if y'all want to take whatever that information was, a lot of people giving 8s, though it's scoring pretty low. All right, let's go pull this one down. We're going to go with another rib box. And again, I don't know whose boxes these are. I can tell you right off the bat, I do not like that foil placement. I shouldn't have said anything there. I'm sorry. We'll give a proper a little too dark. All right, here we go. Yeah, Charlie from Meals. All right, there we go. Meatball. 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 9. A lot of 8s on here. Whoever gave an 8, let's put a little 1, 2, 3 word comment why, please. Wait, was that mine? I don't know. I don't know whose these are, guys. DQ. Not even sauce. Okay. All right. 8. A lot of 8s in this box right here. What did you think, Willie?
I'd give it a 9.
No, let me pull those down. You'll give that a 9?
Yeah.
I would give that a
I agree.
Borderline.
I agree with you because of the foil placement. But other than that, it looks like a good rib.
Yeah, it's not uniform. That doesn't bother you too much?
No.
Looks rushed. It might have been rushed. Was that mine? No rib grind on it. Uneven slices. Yeah, so in my opinion, again, we are the most critical, right? So we're all trying to make it perfect, right? And all these that are watching are, for the most part, barbecue competitors. It's just not straight enough for me to give it a 10. I'm no problem giving that a 9. All right. Color looks fine to me, though. Color looks good there. Let's go with the next one. Pull that down. I already did that one. We're going to, looks like a chicken box. The lighting is tough. Looks like it's under a tent, a yellow tent. Ooh. Whoever's box this is after my own heart. Not so much with the tiger stripes, but the no wingtip. I'm a fan of no wingtip. I don't know how you feel about that, Willie. All right, Gooder Gang, do your thing. That's a good. We'll see what y'all think. Are there any bones under? I don't know what that was for. Maybe the rib. All right, 9, 8, 9. No wingtip. Hush your mouth, Jared McCrory. No wingtip. Y'all can kiss my ass over there. That's 9, 9, 9, 9. DQ for the Sharpies. Handicap wing. Y'all better not be purposely giving those 9s because of no wingtip. Just judge the chicken. Team no wingtip. Yeah, I'm team no wingtip. No wingtip would have been a 10. Y'all are killing me. Don't like the stripes and no wingtip. Ed Foster. All right. So a lot of you guys just are not a wingtip fan, but got a few. Not a few. I got 2 perfect scores with a no wingtip. So boy, look. All right. Judge the chicken. To me, that's a. I'm not a stripes fan either, but I'm not going to hold that against it. To me, it looks like a good looking chicken. I give that a 10.
I give it a 9.
You give it a 9. Why?
Well, just for the simple fact, I mean, I can't. It's really yellow, so I can't really see what the skin. I can't see what it really looks like.
Yeah.
But I mean, and then I don't know what it tastes like.
Well, you're not judging taste. You can't.
Yeah, I know.
What you're looking at is, does it look dry to you? Does it look juicy to you? Does it look appealing to you?
It
all
looks
right.
like a 9 to me.
All right. Okay, let's see here. Lime green lighting. No, it's pretty much yellow. Team no wingtip if cooking CBA and IBCA. Houston Metro. I'll just let it ride. All right, cool. All right, let's go with a pork box. We got about 4 more boxes, and then we'll be done with the rate of my. Is that upside down? Hold on. Okay, that is not upside down. That is just
a bad shot.
Bad shot. This show sucks. None of my boxes made it. Did you send boxes, Brian? I'll look. Nice glaze. Okay. Ed Foster, 10. Nice. Bell, 9. 8, 9. Did they take a picture? Brandon, did they take a picture from the space station? Let's see. Oh no, I didn't. I haven't cooked in months. Well, then stop. Team Money Muscles. Yeah, 8. What did Curtis say? He said dark, no smoke ring. Okay, that's $1,000 pork boxes. Maybe. Yeah, a lot of porks in there. 9, 9, 10. All right, for the most part, ZZ Top Fan did not like that, and he's being serious with a 6. Oh. He normally. Why is ZZ Top Fan? Give us a reason. You can't just put a 6 in there. 10. We got 8. Lack of picture skills. 8. Oh, he gives it an 8. All right, 9 for the satellite picture. All right, Willie T, what you think, sir?
I'd give that looks like a 10 to me.
That's a 9 to me. It's the angle, I guess. If I saw it at a different angle, it might be a 10. But I do. The front ends are kind of curved. The back ends are kind of laying flat. So, a couple different directions for me. That's a 9. That's a 9 for me. All right, let's pull that one down. And we got a brisket box up next. Yeah, I got to delete that one. We got a couple more boxes, guys. A brisket box. I got about 3 more seconds or so. Now pull that. Boom. All right, Gooder Gang, do your thing on that brisket. Looks like we got 9. Bell with not a. I don't know what that means. A bit wedgie. 9, 9, 8, 9, 9. 8, 8. Mismatched slices. Ed. Drier than Brandon is bringing the comedy. Drier than British comedy with an 8. All right, I'm gonna pull that back up. And before you give your comments, to me that does look dry. It does look, I don't know. I'll give it a 9. I'm giving it a 9.
9.
9 for you. What do you? Any comments for them, or them, whoever that may be?
You know, I sit next to a lot of judges when we're judging, and I see a lot of them don't know what they're looking for when they judge, and I see a lot of times they put lower scores just because they don't know what they're really looking for, or they don't know what they're doing actually. And it's a shame.
Try prime next. I don't know. That's probably a prime. Looks like yellow chicken. Looks like the yellow chicken. It might have been off the same table. You never know. All right, I'm gonna pull that down. Curtis had a good comment on there. He said, lay 8, make the slices lay even, and put some shine on it. I think if you put some shine on it, you're gonna get those dry comments. Maybe you can shade that dry comment there. Are y'all being generous because it's that time of the season? Brian's like, what's going on with the Gooder Gang? They're being too nice tonight. Nothing wrong with the choice brisket. Jared is one with plenty. I hear his dog likes choice briskets as well. He put his burnt ends on the table one time, and his puppy got all of them. So he was not able to turn in burnt ends there. Little duck fat goes a long way. Yes, shout out to Bill Purvis, duck fat ambassador. Okay, looks like we've got a rib box. Kind of a tough angle, but do your best. Do your best. If y'all want to send in rate my boxes, send them straight ahead, straight on. Pull that down in 3, 2, 1. Let's see here. 6. Come on, Sergio. 8. 10. Ed Foster. That side view is not 6 from this angle. Okay. All right. 8. Let me pull that box back up. 10. Those are fat ribs.
Yeah.
They look good to eat.
They look good.
I'm gonna go with 8 on that. I mean, 10 on that. Excuse me.
Yeah, they look good.
Yeah. Bell with a 7. Why 7, Brett? To me, those look good. I think if we had the better angle on it, we all would be okay with that. But that's definitely like an IBCA box because they're parallel to the head. It could be a CBA as well. 8 if I'm sober, 10 if I'm drunk. Brandon. Oh, Mikey's claiming it. Here we go. That box won 3rd of 67 teams. He said, screw y'all, Gooder Gang. That's 3rd place out of 67. Yeah. But it could have been 1st, Mikey, if you listen to the Gooder Gang. Just saying. No, that's a good looking box, bro. Good job, and way to claim it. Where are we at here? We got a couple more that were just sent in, and I'm going to put them up there. There's a pork box. Big money muscles. That's hard to do. You see how there's only 2 rows, and it's filling the entire box. Those are some well-cut monies. You can see the money is at the very top of those, and the bottom part of it is kind of like the bottom half of it.
Yeah.
All right, Gooder Gang, do your thing with those 2-row full box monies. 8. Yeah, those money muscles are pork loin. 8, 9, 10, 10, 10. Beautiful box, says Roy. Legit 10 right there, sober or white girl wasted both days. 10. I give it a 10, an effing 10, says Sean Drainer. 10. All right. Yeah, I have no issues with that. What do you think?
Yeah, a 10. A 10.
That's a 10. Give that a 10. All right. I like Brandon. Brandon's bringing the comedy tonight, and I'm all here for it. Brandon, you keep talking like that, you might wind up as a co-host, my man. That's good stuff. Good stuff over there. Corby with a 9. Why, Corby? What don't you like? Give us a reason, because everybody's giving that a 10. So if you got a 9, give us a reason. And we got one last box before we're done with the Rate My Box. Hell yeah. 2nd place, CB. Okay. Chuck's claiming it. Chuck and Vanessa. 2nd place in a CBA contest. Corby says, I hate pork. Well, then don't judge pork, right? Just give that a 10. Give it its proper due. I give that a 10 all day long. All right, let's go with the last box of the evening. and it is a chicken box. Kind of hard to see, but it does have a wingtip, and it's a chicken box. All right, Gooder Gang, do your thing with this last box of the evening. At an hour and a half in there. Another picture from the International Space Station. This is Brandon. Yeah, that's out there. A 9, a 10, 10, 10, 9. Yeah, it's hard to see, Curtis, with the magnifying glass. I will say this, that somebody that has done well in chicken.
Yeah, let me see. I got a magnifying glass right here.
9. We had this conversation about the breast placement. Yes, I was just about to mention that, Louis. Louis says we had this conversation last week. Yes. So what Louis is mentioning is we had this conversation last week. Whoever's boxes is, so you're asking them to cut the backbone, and you got a thigh up there, but where that wing is, they're cutting the backbone. You need to turn that, right? So you want the breast. The wing on the backside, right? So you want to turn that, so that way it makes it easier for the judge to get in there and cut.
Yeah.
So I would just spin that, do a little 45 degree. Just flip the leg needs to go on the left side instead of it's in the right corner. The leg needs to go in the left corner. That way that breast is forward. And so
because it looks upside down.
It does. And when they're opening up, they see that full breast. Right now, you're showing them the backside. You're pulling their back. Turn the chicken. Exactly. Turn the chicken. All right, but the color looks good. Color looks good. Rhett said it was his box, and that was third place. He also says, screw you, Gooder Gang. That was third place as well. I mean, hey, we're just trying to help you guys out. We're just trying to help you guys out by being a little critical. Nothing mean here. We're not doing nothing mean here. Just doing a little leg on the left and wing on the backside. Yeah, I'm just saying, you see how that wing, that leg is pointing towards the right, top right. It needs to be pointing towards the top left, and that breast will fit in there. All right, Red said that is my chicken. Solid 10, Hector. All right, there you go. There you go. I'm gonna pull that. I'd give that a 10 too. But
yeah,
I'm just saying. I'm just helping you guys, trying to help you out anyway, by saying, spin that chicken, spin that bird. All right, so you have Chicago ties for some reason, right? Were you born in Chicago, or what's going on?
Yeah, I was born in Chicago, man. Born and raised in Chicago, and moved to Houston in '84.
So who are your sports teams growing up?
Still to this day, the Cubs and the Bears and the Bulls.
Well, the Cubs fallen on some hard times.
Oh, yeah, well,
the Bears have fallen on some hard times.
We got a ring.
And the Bulls,
and we got 5,
6, right?
Yeah, 6 rings. They would have had. If Michael Jordan wouldn't have left the team, they would have had those 2 years that the Rockets got it.
Oh, whatever. Shut up. Hakeem was the man. He was in there. He knew what he was doing for sure. Okay, let's see here. I'm trying to think what else we got. I think because we had the Mount Rushmore done. Rate my box. I gave a shout out to my guest last week, Kevin Hernandez, who was the overall points champion for the Win Curtis. Who was the overall points champion for CBA. We're now into the new season. IBCA is going pretty strong now. They're halfway through their season. I bet Ed Foster is doing pretty well up there. I believe he finished very well last year as well. That is all that I have. All right, goals. Let's talk about goals. What's up next for Smokin Willy T? You got anything that you want to accomplish? You kind of mentioned maybe starting a U.S. team to go and compete over there and overseas in Sweden, but anything on the horizon for you, man? What's going on?
There's a lot of things that I want to get done. I eventually in time, I want to get my own food truck or, my own barbecue restaurant and start my own thing. I still want to travel a lot. Go out and help anybody I can. I love going out to different countries and helping them, and because they want to learn. They want to learn how we do it, and being able to show them that is something that's in my heart. So yeah, I'll be going to trying to go to Germany for the big WBQA competition. That's the final championship there in Germany, and then possibly going to Thailand with KCBS to go teach Thailand how to barbecue.
Yeah, everybody keeps saying hashtag after show. No, we're not doing a hashtag after show tonight. I did not get a lot of rest on Tuesday last night, so I guess to get to bed. Charlie is in the comments. He says he's got some room at his contest this weekend. Where is that event, Charlie? It says Houston, but Houston, we all know, is a big area. First annual Christmas cook-off this weekend. Mijos Barbecue first annual cook-off. So where is that? What part of oh, he's got enough room, brother. Come on out.
Yeah. If my schedule's open, I'll definitely go out there and help out.
He said, "Come out and cook." That's what he's wanting. He's wanting some teams to go out there and cook. So, yeah, there's only one cook-off in the entire state, and it's that one right there in Houston, Texas. So, South Houston, 45 South, and Monroe. All right, there it is, right there. But if you guys want to get out there and cook, you can go hit up Charlie and get you signed up. Like I said, you can go to the IBCA website and sign up for that one. That's going to be this weekend in South Houston, down 45 South at Monroe. All right.
Hey, Charlie, are you having the cook-off at the Ritz?
Bill Purvis says, let's go. Chicken fried barbecues in the house right now. All right. Smokin Willy T, great guest. All right. I like that. Great guest. Great show. Great guest. And that man has seen all of the shows. That's Serge. Bill Purvis says he will be there. He'll be down there and at the Mijos contest out there as well. All right. Well, Willie, you have been a great guest, man. It's been awesome having you on the show. It's been a long time coming. Like you said, you were part of this 2017 when I was just talking about doing this thing. Yeah. We started July 7th of 2017. I think we've celebrated 7 years this past July. And so we'll be 8 years coming up this July coming up.
Well, at your surprise birthday party, you were like, hey, we're going to get you on the show.
Yeah, well, hey, you're on. See, there we go. Wasn't that long ago. Wasn't that long ago. I'd love to get whoever. If I've said that to you guys, send me a message because I'm always. It's hard. Like I mentioned before, man. This thing is hard to have shows and to have it. These weeks come quick, man. They come quick. He told me that same thing. Bill Purvis. Yes. Only problem with Bill is Bill has definitely been on the show quite a bit. Roy, good job. Great show. I appreciate that. Great show. Smokin Willy T. All right. Hey, you got one of the coolest names in barbecue right there. Smokin Willy. You know, I have a friend that I started Bullhorn with. His name is Tadland. He's a caterer, and he goes by Willy T's Barbecue and Catering. So y'all spell it the exact same way. So he's probably going to be mad. Why'd you have Willy T on and not this Willy? So whatever. We'll give him his props as well. All right, man. Well, thanks for coming on the show. You were a great guest. It's been a long time coming, and we'll keep back in touch whenever you get back. Oh, Ty, you got any comments before we get them out of here?
Yeah, I mean, Willy T, I loved hearing your barbecue story, but we can't end this interview without acknowledging that you are evidently a huge Star Wars fan.
Oh yeah, dude.
Oh, yes.
You wouldn't believe the collection that I have.
Okay, well, at some point, I'd like to see that. But just, I mean, I have a new office here, and like this is where I do all my podcast from. So, out of respect for you, I want to show you some of the stuff I have in mind. One second. All right.
Look at this guy. Two cameras. Ty.
Yeah.
That's me.
Yeah, I got that guy.
We lost you. Hold on. I got you. Add to. There we go. Which one do you want?
This one.
Oh, there. Okay, hold on. Solo. Oh, wrong one. That you got to flip it around.
Oh, okay. Got the little guys there.
Oh, wow.
Lightsabers. Then when I have interviews, these guys will make sure everything's running right. And then we got Grogu looking over.
Willie, what you got, man?
Oh man, I got so much stuff.
Can you on your phone? You want to show us what you got there before we get you out of here?
No, I'm actually on my laptop. I'm not on my phone.
Oh, okay. Well, just let me see that R2D2 behind you.
Yeah, so this is a life-size R2D2 that I had commissioned. So he actually powers up, moves around. He's remote control. I have his remote right here. So he moves. I've been on the news with it. I take him out to a lot of events so the kids can take pictures with them.
Oh, cool.
But yeah, I got, and man, I collect a lot of art. This is my Pit Guardian when I was with Pitmaker. I still have him. I take him everywhere I go. We all had what we call Pit Guardians on the Pitmakers. So this was mine. So yeah, I got tons of Star Wars stuff, man.
Dude, that's
very
awesome,
cool.
Man. That is cool.
Sorry, I haven't been looking at the comments.
He said dual cams. You got dual cams. That gave that away. Yeah.
And one big thing before I go, man, I just recently got inducted to the Lowrider Hall of Fame.
Cool.
And I got me the Lowrider ring.
Heck yeah.
So yeah, I was also into lowriding when I was in high school. I had a lowrider and everything, and I'm still involved with the lowrider community. So I got inducted this past year to the Lowrider Hall of Fame.
Which movie is your favorite? Are you talking about the Star Wars ones?
My favorite movie on Star Wars would have to be, of course, New Hope. Man, that's what started it all off.
All right, they're very well.
Yeah,
I guess
I'm 48 years old, and I think most people you ask that are 48 or so that saw it during that time, they'll say A New Hope. It's mine. It's mine too.
What do you think of Jar Jar Binks?
No. Kill it. They should never have put him in there.
I was able to handle it because it was made for kids. You know, it was, when our Star Wars came out, it was kind of made for kids, and we were kids when we saw it. So I have a whole philosophy about, what people think about the 3 trilogies. So it's anyway.
Now the best series that I think is out right now is Ahsoka.
My son. Well, all this stuff in my office is my sons and I's, and we watch Disney Channel like it's going out of style. So we could have a whole different podcast about that. So
if you want to have one, we can do one.
Jar Jar was sus as hell. Says Brandon. Yeah, they never know what the hell that guy.
He could have been a Sith Lord. You never know.
All right, Willie, did I give you a chance to give any shout outs to people that you want to give a shout out to before we let you get out of here?
Oh, yeah, man. I just want to send a shout out to my sponsors, man. Fatheads Eyewear, Dago Sauce, Monster Energy, Palani Blades, Gorilla Grills, Meat Planet, and Texas Original Charcoal, man. Without them, I can't. Oh, and Team Swank with U of H alumni, because, without them, I can't do all the traveling that I do, man. And I appreciate them all.
Absolutely. Well, thank you very much, man. That's a great list of partners you have helping you out doing your thing for sure. All right, man. You were an awesome guest, brother. You were a great guest. And I appreciate you coming on the show. You were pulling at 60K earlier in the show and are still hanging out an hour and 40 minutes later, man. So thank you, Willie. And we'll see you somewhere along that trail. I know, whether it be down in Mexico. I want to go down there with Luis, like y'all mentioned.
Yeah, you need to come, man. You're more than welcome, man. Yeah. Anytime you want to come out of town with us, man.
Yeah, he's definitely sent the invite as well. I definitely want to do that. Willie T, have you seen the Bill Purvis brisket trim video?
Yes, I have. It's a really good video. Really good video. I trim good briskets, but Bill's the king, man. He does really good briskets.
Yeah, different cuts, right? I mean, you're doing for restaurant, and he's doing competition barbecue. If you guys have not checked out Bill Purvis's video, there he is right there. You can go to YouTube on Chicken Fried Barbecue on YouTube. You can go to Chicken Fried Barbecue on Facebook, and I shared it on the So Smokin Gooder Show page. So you can look up So Smokin Gooder Show, and you can find that really awesome brisket trim video from Bill Purvis, Chicken Fried Barbecue. Marcio, what's up, Bubba? This guy, he's a badass cook as far as hogs and all kinds of stuff.
And just one more thing, man, dude. I'm proud of you, man. I'm proud of everything that you've done. I've seen you when you first started and where you're at now, dude, brother. You're doing a great job.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that. That's means a lot. Thank you so much. Thank you very much. All right, well, let's get him out of here. Thank you very much, Willie. I appreciate you coming on the show again, and we'll get you back on. And you were an amazing guest, and I loved hearing your barbecue journey because it's something special, man. You know, you like I mentioned, you're probably one of the most well-rounded cook or people that have in the barbecue world that have done it. You've judged, you've done restaurant work, you've done competition work, you've gone international. You are the man, my man. So thanks for coming on the show, bro.
Thanks for having me, man.
All right, there he was, Smokin Willy T, Willy Tischina. From Smokin Willy T, let's bring Ty back in the house. Ty, what'd you think of that, man? He's done a lot.
Yeah, that was really cool to hear. As always, it's people have such dedication to it and how it changed his lives. And with Hurricane Harvey, that was a significant event when I first moved here myself. Luckily it didn't hit my house, but I remember seeing the devastation, and that completely changed his life. So that's freaking amazing.
Bill says Willie has done it all. Yes, he has, and he got very vulnerable and told us his story. And battling some stuff and what barbecue means for him, and it saved his life. He says barbecue has saved my life. So pretty cool story, man. Very cool story. All right, guys. Well, that's about it for the show. I do want to do some programming notes. There are really no contests. If you guys are wanting to cook this weekend, go check out Charlie's event down here, because that's going to be the only contest you're able to do. So I encourage everybody to go sign up, go flood that event if you can make it. I'm going to be at my company's Christmas party. We did plan to do a So Smokin Gooder deal, but that really didn't have a whole bunch of traction, and people were out of town and whatnot. It's just not going to work out. So, in fact, I didn't even realize I have my own company Christmas party. So that same weekend. So I'll be with Team Tadano doing that. So we plan, like I mentioned, I am going to reach out to Ray's agent. The young lady has an agent. I'm going to reach out to them to see if maybe we can get her on. But as far as just stay tuned to the So Smokin Gooder Show Facebook page, and we'll let you know when the next show will be, because I'm not sure. Willie Richards nice. Oh yeah, I am. I'm sporting the K&R pipeline hat. I'm not sure. What's up, John? We're definitely going to put a group together, man, and come out there and maybe get this man on the show. He's in the top 10 or top Texas monthly barbecue joints. Maybe we can do a live show from there. You never know, man. But stay tuned to the So Smokin Gooder Show page, and we'll keep you posted on what we're going to do for the rest of the year, because this is a time where barbecue's kind of slowing down for us right now. After Charlie's event, we don't have anything until first weekend in January. So there's a couple weeks. Of course, we got the holidays coming up. So we'll see how the programming goes. See if Ty's down to doing a show on Wednesday. But if not, we'll keep you posted. We may not have a show next week, but we may have a show. You never know. You just got to watch.
I'll be here. I'm not traveling.
You're not traveling? All right. I appreciate everybody saying great show. Willie Richards in the house. Nice hat, bro. K&R Pipeline. Eddie Madrano, Barbecue Worldwide. Yes, he came down from Brazil last time on the show. All right, guys, that is going to wrap up tonight's show.
Good night to all of you wonderful people in Barbecue Nation, YouTube, California.
There we go. We need to practice this. What better way than to practice live? But for producer Ty, my name is Robert Rocha. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. The Gooder Gang, guys and gals, y'all are the best part of this show. We're going to let Case close us out from here on out. What's up, Wade? And Ty, do your thing. Let Case close us out, bro.
Good night to all of you wonderful people in Barbecue Nation, YouTube, California.